What's going on, YouTube? You're Goldwingin with Derrick T. And today we're gonna tour a little bit, just a little bit. We're gonna run up to Erie, PA. With no particular destination in mind. Probably the beach, but just to take in some scenery and get out. It's a good day to be out and on the road, so I haven't had a chance to do much touring, so this will be a little bit of a start for me, and we'll see where things go. Right now we're headed west along the Allegheny River. Eventually we're going to cross over the river and head north towards Erie. Probably stop at a rest stop in Grove City. I'm using, I don't know if you all can see that or not, but I'm using Waze for my GPS. You know, a lot of people like Google and Apple Maps, but I find Waze to be the one that I really like. I used to do a lot of full-time Uber driving, and I kind of fell in love with Waze while I was getting that hustle going. Kind of lets you give alerts and receive alerts, lets you know if the police are in the area or if there's a hazard on the road or anything of that nature. So I really kind of just like using Waze. It's 12 noon. We should pull into Erie around 2 o'clock. It might be closer to 2:30 or so, depending on the stops and all that. I am just a little bit hungry. So at some point we'll be stopping to eat somewhere, probably, like I said, in Grove City. Adjust the air shock a little bit. A couple guys on bikes behind me. We got a crotch rocket and it looks like a chopper. I did make a call to see if my brother wanted to ride with me. He wasn't available for this one, so I'm riding solo today. Like I said, we're gonna ride up to Erie, PA, to Presque Isle, to the beach, and just take in some scenery. And like I said, I'm riding solo today, not with the free spirits. But riding solo doesn't really bother me much. I'm an introvert by nature, even though the things that I do career-wise oftentimes put me in front of large groups of people. If it's teaching a classroom full of children, or if it's playing piano at church, or teaching a Bible study, or anything like that, a lot of times things put me, the things that I do put me in front of large groups of people. But the truth is, I'm very much an introvert. And I am just as, if not more comfortable in my own company than I am in the company of a large crowd of people. You know, and even sometimes, you know, just kind of keeping it home with maybe a friend or two is not a problem either. I don't really need to have a whole bunch of people around me to have a good time. So a lot of these touring videos that I'm going to start doing, you probably see me riding solo, or as I said, maybe one or two other people. But for me, riding solo means I definitely, number one, control the schedule. I go where I want, when I want, for how long that I want to go. And then number two, it means that I get to ride within my skill set, within my comfort zone. And sometimes riding in a group can push you outside of that. Sometimes you feel the pressure to keep up. But I tell the people that I ride with, I got too many people in my life who need me to be me. And what I mean by that is I need to have my full health and my full strength in order to be a father, in order to be a mentor, in order to be a teacher, in order to be a minister, in order to be a pastor. And I can't do those things if I'm laid up in a hospital somewhere or paralyzed from the neck down because I was trying to ride outside of what my skill set is and trying to keep up with other people who are very much more experienced riders than I am. And so, yeah, I got too many people in my life who need me to be me. And so I'm very, very much more comfortable riding within my own skill set and riding alone. But it's a good feeling being out here. I really enjoy riding, getting away, kind of retreating from it all. The freedom that it provides, and like right now there's not too many people who know that I'm out here. Ironically, my mother called a little earlier in the clip. That part got edited out. So I told my mother what I was doing. I said I'm out riding a bike today. But and my brother knows because he was, I think, originally was going to make this trip with me. Maybe next time. So this guy in front of me, I don't know who he is or where he's from, but he's about the third bike that I've gone past on a solo mission, just like me. So I guess great minds think alike today. A lot of solo riders out here today, which is pretty cool. Lets me know that I'm not all the way crazy. Alright, YouTube. Getting up near the destination, probably about 30 miles away from Erie, PA. It starts to get pretty scenic up this way when you're headed towards Lake Erie. Yeah, we're probably about 30 minutes outside of there. One of these days we have to pay Conneaut Lake a visit too. I've never been there before. Heard of it 1,000 times, never been there. I have to Google some places to go in Conneaut. Waze has been alerting me to the police the whole ride up. Here's one of them now. He got somebody. I remember that dude. He went flying past me. That's why I say you gotta have something out here to let you know where the police are at. Especially if you're gonna be driving like that. a couple more alerts up this way. I think they're on the opposite side of the road. State police are going to be busy this weekend. It's the 4th of July. They're going to be DUI crackdown this week. State police are going to be very busy. Gotta keep that in mind while you're traveling. Not only are the state police looking for drunk drivers, you gotta kind of keep your own eye out for them. Yeah, understand, particularly when you're on 2, you know where your escape routes are at, what your lane positions are. We're going to keep it around 70, between 70 and 75. The speed limit is 70, so we're going to keep it around that. Of course, coming into a work zone, it's going to drop to 65. So we'll keep it around 70. All right, y'all, we made it. Presque Isle State Park in Erie. There's a view through the trees of the lake. It's one of the Great Lakes. This is what I came up here for. Just to kind of get away, clear my mind of a few things, plan and strategize on a few other things. Just a quick little getaway. It's 2:45, so got here probably about 15 minutes later than I probably should have, but I made a couple stops before I got here. And this is a beautiful view. So absolutely beautiful. It says that there's a beach area somewhere around here. I'm probably about a mile away from it, so we're just going to kind of cruise it on through and see what we see. There's another view. The one that I googled was beach 11. If you go on beach 6, beach 7, I want to keep on going to beach 11. That's the one that I googled. They got those GL 1800 trikes. I'm telling you, I want one. I want one just for a day like today. All right, YouTube, I found a place to post up out here at Presque Isle State Park. And I always knew that there were beaches out here, but I didn't know it was all of this. Like I've ridden past quite a bit of places to go on the beach, and so this has been really a really neat find. And I'll definitely be coming up here more often for a little retreat, just get away by myself. So I'm gonna spend probably about a good 2 or 3 hours up here and then be on the road back to Pittsburgh before dark. Like I said, it's just a beautiful day to be out here, taking in all of this scenery and ocean. I like looking out there at the horizon where the sky meets the water, so to speak. It's pretty amazing view to me. So, hey, you're Goldwingin with Derrick T. Next stop, Pittsburgh, PA. Headed back home. Y'all see the kites flying behind me. We're headed home. So it's been a great day. Y'all be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video.